Now, love them or hate them at this time of year, in fact, from about September onwards, there's no getting away from them. Those Christmas songs, they follow us around from shops to pubs to radio stations.
To the lift, anywhere. Now this year, two of the most famous ones turned 40 years old, and they were both recorded by Midlands bands. Andy Bevan's been chatting to the men behind the music and finding out why one song has a special significance this Christmas.
Britain in 1973. Strikes paralyse industry. Power cuts are a weekly occurrence, and a petrol crisis brings the country almost to its knees. But in December that year, two Midlands pop bands put the colour back into Britain's grey existence and put smiles on even the most miserable faces.
So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun.
Wolverhampton foursome Slade had already notched up 5 #1 singles when guitarist Jim Lee's mother-in-law suggested the band should make a Christmas record. Singer Noddy Holder wrote the lyrics in his mum's council house after a night down the pub.
The song was nothing like a Jingle Bells Christmas record. It was purely about what people do, you know. You know what the lyrics are, you've heard them a million times.
I really think, personally, I think that's what is the charm of the record, is Nod's lyrics.
Stand by Slade with Mama We're All Crazy Now.
It was certainly a departure for the band, who were the rockiest of the glam rockers, bawling out their hits on pop shows like ITV's Supersonic. In September '73, with drummer Don Powell only just out of a coma after crashing his Rolls-Royce, Slade began a tour of the US. They recorded what the band still call That Song in a sweltering studio in New York, singing the chorus in a corridor to get the right echo effect.
We weren't sure.
No?
We thought no, maybe the whole occasion didn't seem right, 100 degrees outside in New York, and we weren't sure, but Chaz, who was our record producer at the time, says, I don't care what you say, this is coming out.
They needn't have worried. On December the 15th, 1973, Merry Christmas Everybody went straight to #1 and stayed there until February. It's been re-released 5 times and has been heard by an estimated 42% of the world's population. Although the Wolverhampton boys topped the Christmas chart, a Birmingham band was hot on their platform heels with what was to become another classic. Roy Wood's Wizard had been in the studio a month before Slade to record I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, although neither knew of each other's plans.
I went in the recording studios early on, and me and the road crew put 2 big fans up and some blue lights. We decked out the control room with a tree and balloons and everything. I rang the band to come along with winter gear and bobble hats and overcoats and that, which they did. And we recorded it just to get a Christmas feel to it, you know.
Wizard were already big in '73 with 2 #1s, bringing spots on Top of the Pops and shows like ITV's Russell Harty. But it was his Christmas offering that made Roy Wood an international name. It spent 4 weeks at #4 on the charts, was remixed with the Wombles for the Millennium, and even parodied in a TV ad.
Hi, pack it in, will you? It's only October. Effie,
It always goes down so well with the audience anyway that you don't really worry about it. You think, well, my bank manager likes it.
This Christmas, the 2 Yuletide giants will celebrate their 40th anniversary with 2 separate concerts here in Birmingham on the same night, Monday, December the 16th. Slade are playing the Town Hall, while the Roy Wood Rock and Roll Band will perform just yards away at Symphony Hall. The day before that, a new version of Roy's hit will be released as this year's official song for ITV's Text Santa campaign, recorded by groups from ITV2's The Big Reunion, with profits going to Text Santa's 6 UK charities.
Let the bells ring out for Christmas.
The children who sang on the original version were 10 and 11-year-olds from Stockland Green School at Erdington in Birmingham. But those are not the children you see here. Tough TV union rules meant their places had to be taken by kids from a London stage school. The 1973 singers are now in their 50s, but with their Text Santa hats, we've brought some current Year 7 pupils from Stockland Green to join Roy on stage, finally together on telly after 40 years.
I wish it could be Christmas
to actually have it on a compilation albums together with Bing Crosby's White Christmas, you know, I mean, that's really something that makes you think you've actually made it.
And who knows, these children's grandchildren could still be singing along in another 40 years. But let's be honest, without Roy Wood or Slade, it wouldn't really be Christmas, would it? Happy 40th, lads, and of course, happy Christmas to all of you. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
And you can find out how to download that big reunion single, as well as full details of ITV's Tech Centre campaign, on our website at itv.com/central.
You can also check out the top 20 best-selling Christmas singles of all time. Can you think of any?
Oh.
Shaky, Merry Christmas Everybody, Fairy Tale of New York, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, Cliff Richard, Mistletoe and Wine.
Driving Home for Christmas, Chris Rea.
Should we get the weather? Here's Lucy Verasamy.